one could have predicted the perfection the ASP World Tour witnessed in Mexico in 2006.
That was the best wave I've ever had. I mean, it was amazing. It just, in and out of like, 4 big slabs, and then the end was just, it was the best wave I've ever had. It was like, I was hypnotised in there. It just kept going and going, and I was like, after the first few barrels, I think, oh, I've got a pretty good score here. And then I got to the end, I was just going, whoa, if I come out of this, it's going to be a real score.
The mysterious right-hander known only as La Jolla fired for 4 days straight and treated surfing's elite to flawless conditions. The most mesmerizing ride came early in the morning on June 22nd, on the first wave of the first heat of the day. The judges couldn't give it a 10, but Taj's 9.97 was all that and more.
I was just going and going, it's just lifting my board up and down, and then just, I was going so fast I kind of knew I was coming out, and there was one little window where the wave just slowed up and I just shot out, and I just felt unbelievable. Best wave I've had, it was really sick. And yeah, I got a 9.97, so missed out by the 10, or 0.03 or something.
In late June 2007, exactly 1 year after Andy Irons and Somewhere in Mexico added a new chapter to the history books, the world said hola to El Gringo, a cold, dark, and merciless left-hander in the Chilean outpost village of Arica. Living up to its you never know what you're gonna get reputation, the search twisted the camera seaward, flicked them live, and showcased the world's best as they hucked themselves over the ledges of gaping, shallow barrels. From the word go, it was clear that El Gringo wasn't a beast wooed by glamour, only guts. The event featured a carnage count, which tracked broken boards and broken egos, and a rally llama, which helped fire everyone up. Not surprisingly, it was Andy Irons who shined the boldest and brightest of the stars out in the lineup, as he threw caution to the wind and committed where the rest of the pack simply would not. Andy would go on to take a second consecutive search crown, the first surfer to complete such a feat. November 1st, 2010 was a magical day on the island of enchantment. For the second year in a row, the top 17 women had joined the men on the search, and their leader, Stephanie Gilmore, would rewrite the history books once again.
Not even in my wildest dreams did I think I was going to win just consecutively like this. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. I don't think you could have asked for anything better.
Although Steph didn't win the coveted Spinning Planet trophy in 2009, she had no plans of letting the Somewhere in Puerto Rico crown, let alone her 4th consecutive world title, roll away. It was clear from the early rounds that Gilmore would simply be an unstoppable force. With 3 wins under her belt coming into Puerto Rico, Gilmore needed only to advance past the quarterfinals to claim her 4th consecutive women's world title. When she faced an informed Melanie Bartels in that fateful quarter, it looked for a moment like the title race might carry on to Hawaii. But in the sort of last-minute heroics we'd come to expect from the smiling assassin, Gilmore took the win over Bartels by a 1/10 of a point.
I can't even believe it right now. Like, I feel like I'm still dreaming last night. Like, last night I just couldn't sleep, so all I could think about was just doing my best and winning again.
Stephanie Gilmore!
I really felt like it was going to happen, so I don't know, it's amazing, it's so cool.
Could have never expected the 4 days that the Mexican right-hander, known only as La Jolla, was about to serve up.
They were just barreling the whole way, and I was just like, oh, I'm losing